Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another instalment of van chat. I was going to start recording, sorry about that, smashing my pad down. I was going to start round the back, but it's so sunny you can hardly see me. Anyway, so cleared out all the stuff out the back. We'll have a little look at the back, the storage, rock and roll bed, and get the engine cover off, and we'll have a look around the engine. All right. So, rear storage space is looking like this. You have a little cubby here, which I tend to keep the electrics, spare bungees, spanner for the gas, and oil handy for here. I think when you look at the original brochure, they called this a wardrobe for midget shirts. Small people shirts, I have to say. And underneath here, I'll probably do it another day, there's that's where the gas storage is. So there's like a false floor here that lifts up, and underneath there's where we keep the gas. Anyhow, so this is the beginnings of the rock and roll bed, and you can see the system that you lift, the two sections lift forward, and that converts into a bed. So I'll start getting this out, and then we'll have a look at the engine, the layout, etc, etc. This drawer, obviously both drawers are fully functional, and unfortunately I split the edge of that one because it's so tight on the edge, so I don't keep anything in it, so that it's not causing any sort of friction getting in and out. When I first, as I say, the van's 40 years old, but when I first had it, I put Vaseline on all the runners and everything. Not sure if you can see that. Just to try and get them as smooth as possible. Anyway, we'll get those out. Let's get this on the tripod. Sorry, one moment. Because I'm insanely fussy, I like to have something soft to put the tripod on. That's just me. That's just me. Right. Hopefully that's in shot. It's been a while since I've had this out. So this is in order to get to the engine bay. Just to make the job easier, get these out. So the whole system's lighter. There we go. What you do tend to learn with a van of this age is that it is good to do everything slowly. So these just pop around in the same direction as the arrow, and this is going to have to go on the stand again. Give me a moment and we'll get that off. I hope the engine's not looking too terrible. I haven't looked at it for, well, ages. There we go. As I say, with a van of this age, it's worth doing everything slowly. So it's not in bad shape really. I mean, it's common for these that what they call the tin wear, like these sections and the little heat shields and things, they tend to rust. But generally speaking, for its age, it's not too bad. Let me just put the tripod down so I can get in. There we go. Now, I obviously have neglected that, so I'm going to get round in a moment with some, I might pull that trim off and get rust inhibitor on all of those crusty bits, and then also moisturize the rubber with some Perl just to keep that in good order. Anyway, so yeah, water, sorry, yeah, that is water, dipstick, oil filler, old school distributor, not an awful lot of engine management, air filter, and carburetors in here. And you know, as I said in my previous video, it's a 2 litre early water cooled Volkswagen engine. It's had a lot of new hoses in here, so the hoses are looking alright. I did think about cleaning it today, or cleaning it before the video, but engines of this age don't really respond enormously well to being drenched in water. I don't think. Too many exposed plugs and they're not waterproof, so they'll need, well, I'm not, like I say, I'm not going to start hosing them with water. I will get a new exhaust one day. I've always fancied a stainless steel exhaust. Anyway, so that's how the, I suppose you could call that the bonnet if you like, the engine cover. Underneath wooden part is the holder for the drawers. The drawers are there, and as I say, this is how the rock and roll bed starts to pop up. See there, the 2 holders to keep it in situ while it's in driving mode, if you like. So yeah, that's it for this one. Just a quick look at engine layout. It's quite nice actually, because unlike modern vehicles, everything is easily accessible and easy to work on, because you can gain very quick access. So that's good. It's good. Easy to get to. Easy to change belts. Easy to change plugs. Yep, plugs are all clearly visible immediately. Easy to get to the carburetor. Yes, a winner. Anyway, as I say, it's just a quick one. Just a little addition to that. What you think is going to be a quick pop on some rust inhibitor with a cloth ends up being paintbrush, pot, some, I think this is called metamorphosis. Found it on a Land Rover site. Obviously they are probably as prone to rust as these. Anyway, so this is sort of fairly good, this stuff. You paint it on, it says it converts it to metal. Anyone with any kind of mechanical experience or old car experience knows full well you can't convert crusty rusty to metal. But with that said, you can stop it in its tracks. So yeah, it's quite funny. I just wrapped up the last video, I thought, and was like, oh yeah, I was just going to do some, I'm going to get the roof up and start doing the habitation side of things. And of course, once you, with a van of this age, once you start doing some rust treatment, that's it. Anyway, I thought I'd just film this little bit just because this gives people a real world indication, I suppose, the commitment, I guess, a little bit for something like this. You know, you open a cupboard or door or the bonnet lid that you haven't opened probably since the last service, and you think, oh, I haven't treated her properly and she needs some attention. So I'm going to go around all the bits, anything that's showing any sign of rusty crustiness. I'm going to get round and get that done. Anyway, just thought I'd put that on just so people know the level of continual fettling that's required, but worth it, worth every second, minute, hour, day, weeks that you put into it. Last additional clip, I promise. Right, 30 minutes later, back's killing me. I've bust out the pearl. All the rust has been treated, that'll turn black. Accidentally did a large proportion of the manifold, all the rusty nuts. Sorry, not the manifold, I mean to say heat shield. And as I say, bust out the pearl, everything's getting a bit of a shine, it's looking good. But the main thing is, there were the crusty bits. So all the bits that are now black, that's where the rust converter's been applied. Anyway, I absolutely promise this is the last additional component, and I'm off to check the underside of the lid to make sure that isn't rusty as well, and maybe give that a little bit of treatment too. So the boot lid did need some attention as well, but hey, this is van ownership. You're always looking for little bits to extend the longevity of their life. Looking good though, looking good. I lied, didn't I? I did another bit. But it's all starting to dry up now and everything's looking good. Anyway, apologies. Sorry, I forgot one bit, just in case there's any interest. It is a genuinely smooth running, lovely little engine. So once I've got this one edited and uploaded, I'll get the roof up. We'll start popping this up, and then we'll have a look at all the habitation systems, which is probably, you know, one of the most, excuse the rustling, getting the trusty notepad. The habitation systems part is probably the most interesting part. Anyway, hope this is enjoyable for you. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Maybe smash that bell so you get notifications when I upload new content. All right, thanks very much for watching as always. Take care. Bye bye.